The prime reasons, the board's responsibility is to deal with providing. We're directors of the town. The town administrator runs the town. He's the chief operating officer. We're responsible for the budget, and we deal with the revenue issues. We're responsible for strategic planning and the long-range outlook for the community. This proposal of a split tax rate provides no additional revenue to the town at this point. It's not going to solve our revenue problem. It's not going to attract, it's a detriment to attracting new business. The economy is very bad. Businesses everywhere are struggling to prevent from going under. When things get bad, what do businesses do? They lay off people, and that's a detriment to the community. And it's been said over and over again that our businesses in this town, especially the small ones, have provided tremendous amount of support to our youth, our schools, special events. The time is not right. It's not right to do this year, and it gets revisited every single year. And I've heard some good arguments, and I've seen some interesting numbers. But North Reading is a community to itself, and to compare it to other communities on the basis of just numbers, doesn't buy it for me. What buys it for me is making this community work and to do what's right for all the members of the community, which are the business owners and the citizens that pay homeowner taxes. The amount of savings that the homeowner receives with the proposal tonight is small compared to the impact on the business community, and I cannot support it at this time. It's not to say that in another year, in another set of circumstances, that I wouldn't support a split tax rate, but not this year. And I'll be voting not to split the tax rate. With that, any other board members have any comments before I ask for vote?
I do.
Sean, yes.
Well, I haven't been here long, but I can count votes, so I know what's going to happen here. But this is a proposal that was, my understanding, voted 6-0 in favor by our Finance Committee, and was, although not a formal vote was taken by the Fiscal Advisory Committee, was overwhelmingly in support of this proposal. These are two groups and two organizations in town that have dedicated quite a bit of their time and their effort to present something to us. And this evening we're going to choose to disregard it. Obviously that's all right, but I believe we're making a mistake. Michael, in terms of how you looked at it, you used the mean numbers. I believe you have to look at the median numbers.
Numbers that were up on.
Right, it's the median numbers that are the more accurate numbers when you compare what the cost is to commercial, industrial, and personal property versus the savings to residential.
It's a 1-to-7 ratio. I mean, for every dollar the homeowner saves, the business owner is paying $7+ dollars. And that's what the numbers are.
Right. And in terms of support that may have been given by various members of this audience to the teachers the last time their contract was up for renewal, Mr. Vito, you addressed them as a special interest. Once again, my time on this board has been short, but I think part of that may be due to the fact that this board needs to educate the public on various aspects of, such as collective bargaining issues that are things that this board needs to wrestle with and needs to address with the employees of this town. I think it's incumbent upon this board to educate the public, and maybe if that was done in the past, then maybe the support that the teachers had the last time, maybe they would not have had. So, as one member of this board, I'm going to make a concerted effort to educate the public out there so that everyone is fully aware of the issues. And I don't believe that's been done in the past.
I have a question for Mr. Prisco. These numbers here down the bottom, those are not the right numbers? It was simple subtraction. I'm sorry. Sure.
Those are,
If you're looking at page 10, Mr. Harris?
Yes, page 10.
Page 10 is the mean, which means it's the arithmetic average of all the numbers. Unless your reference was to businesses that own industrial businesses are gonna see a $3,000 hit. Unless you are the CEO of Teradyne, which is a publicly traded company, no one will see a $3,000 hit. Of the $3,000 plus that's in that number, over 2,000 of it is actually allocated to Teradyne individually. So you have Teradyne, and then you have non-Teradyne, and the non-Teradyne will never exceed about $1,200. So it's factually correct to say there is no owner of a publicly traded company, it's all its shareholders.
But it's still, that would be the increase.
Mike, look at it as purely 1 to 7 ratio, 1 to 8 ratio. It's closer to 1 to 8.
Oh, no.
Okay, at this point, I'll entertain a motion. Mr. Harris. Right, we're going to vote on several different things. This first motion is on the classification factor.
Mr. Chairman, I move to establish a tax classification factor of 1.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Harris, seconded by Mr. Vino. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
No.
3 to 1 with 1 abstention. Mr. O'Leary. The next one is yeah, okay. The next one is the levy.
Mr. Chairman, I move to recommend the FY 2009 property tax levy at $32,427,055, which is $4,221.85 less than the levy limit.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Harris, seconded by Mr. Vino. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
You're voting no on that?
I am.
Okay. That's just setting the levy.
Levy limit
All right.
doesn't change. I understand.
Okay, I just,
Understand.
yeah,
Yep.
I didn't know, okay.
Mr. Chairman, I move to recommend to the Board of Assessors that the FY 2009 tax rate be set at $12.04 per 1,000 evaluation.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Harris, seconded by Mr. Vino. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
No. Abstain.
So it's 3 in favor, 1 opposed, 1 abstention. Have we covered it all? No, there's one more.
We have,
The
commercial and
yeah,
residential exemption.
right,
In the open space.
yeah.
Don't have an open space.
Okay, next one. Open space one.
It was not here.
You missing something?
We have one in the packet.
No, to my best of my knowledge, it hasn't been voted by the board in the past. We've simply taken motions from prior years and carried them forward.
So we don't have one for open space?
Correct.
Should we just write one?
Do we need to have one?
I'll leave that to the discretion of the assessors. If they say yes, we'll prepare one and have it ready by the time they're on the bottom.
You're not in favor of it since there is no open space, is that correct?
We don't have any, correct? So there's no need to vote.
Okay. All right, now do we need to vote on the,
Yeah, we do.
there's one more, right?
Residential.
Two more votes.
And the commercial
Okay,
exemptions.
all right, okay.
Mr. Chairman, I move not to establish a residential exemption.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Harris, seconded by Mr. Vino. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Abstain.
4 to 1?
No.
I'm sorry, 4 in
That's
favor,
fine.
Four.
Oh,
4 in favor, 1 abstain.
1 abstention. Okay.
All right. Mr. Chairman, I move not to establish a commercial exemption.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Harris, second by Mr. Vino. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Stay. It's 4 in favor, 1 abstention.
Small break.
All right, we're gonna take a 5-minute break.